Hello, little dreamers. Are you cozy in your bed? Pull up your blanket, hug your teddy, and get ready for a story about three very unusual friends who weren't exactly like anyone else in the magical land. Yes, I said unusual, in a world full of talking trees, sparkling rivers, and glowing mountains. These friends, three centaurs, were about to go on the adventure of a lifetime, and it all began on a starry night just like this one. Once upon a time, in a quiet valley where the grass shimmered like emeralds and the moonlight made the flowers sparkle, lived Cyril, the eldest centaur, who was strong and wise, with a mane that glowed silver under moonlight. Next was Lira, clever and quick, with a coat as golden as morning sunshine. And finally, Fenn, the youngest, full of energy, laughter, and a little bit of mischief, whose brown fur always seemed to glimmer in the sunlight. Together, they were not just friends, they were family. The three centaurs loved to explore, but tonight felt different. A soft breeze carried whispers through the valley, whispers that seemed like secrets meant only for them. Cyril lifted his head, his hooves tapping softly on the dewy grass. "Do you hear that?" he asked. Lira perked her ears, tilting her head. Fenn bounced excitedly. "Hear what? I only hear the crickets singing and my tummy growling." "No, Fenn," said Lira gently. "Listen carefully." And they did. The whispers turned into words, faint but clear. "Find the silver stream. Find the silver stream." "The silver stream," Cyril repeated. "I've only heard legends about it. They say it holds the power to grant the purest wishes, but only if your heart is brave and kind." Fenn's eyes sparkled. "Ew. I wish. Can we go? Can we go? Please." Lira rolled her eyes but smiled. "It's dangerous, too. The path is full of challenges. We must be careful." But Cyril, wise as he was, nodded thoughtfully. Sometimes, to find something truly magical, you must step into the unknown. And tonight, I feel the unknown is calling us. So, under the twinkling stars, the three centaurs set off. They trotted past the whispering willows, whose branches swayed as if waving them on. They leaped over tiny streams that glimmered like liquid crystal and avoided mushrooms that hummed in the dark. After a while, they came to the forest of glimmering shadows, where the trees' leaves shimmered with silver edges, but the shadows were deep and tricky. Lira frowned. "We have to stay together. The forest can trick you if you wander." Fenn, trying to be brave, bounced ahead. "I'm not scared. I can handle shadows." But no sooner had he said it, a shadow stretched and reached out like a long finger, gently tugging at his tail. Fenn squealed and dashed back, tripping over a mossy stone. Cyril laughed softly. "That's why we stick together, little one. Shadows are clever, but they can't fool friendship." And so, hand in hoof or hoof in hoof, they moved deeper into the forest. Along the way, they met a talking firefly named Flicker, who glowed brighter than all the stars above. "Where are you three going on such a fine night?" Flicker asked, zipping in loops around them. "To find the silver stream," Lira said cautiously. "Do you know the way?" Flicker twinkled mischievously. "I know the way, yes, but the path is not easy. There are riddles, tricky rivers, and giggling rocks. Are you sure your hearts are ready?" Cyril nodded firmly. "We are ready." Fenn jumped. "I'm ready. I'm super ready." Lira smiled. "Let's hope bravery and cleverness will get us through." Flicker twinkled brighter and led the centaurs to the edge of the forest. There, in a small clearing, stood a stone door carved with swirling patterns. "The first challenge," Flicker said, "is the Door of Whispers. It will only open if you answer its question with true hearts." The stone door spoke in a voice as old as time. "What is the one thing that grows? The more you give it away." Fenn's ears twitched. Candy." Lira giggled. "Try again, Fenn." Cyril stepped forward. "Love. The answer is love. True love and kindness grow the more you give them away." The door rumbled, sparkles dancing across its carvings, and slowly swung open. "Correct," it whispered. "Step forward, brave ones." Inside, the centaurs found a glowing path, lined with crystal flowers that chimed like little bells when touched. The air smelled sweet like honey, and the moonlight seemed to follow them, lighting the path like a silver carpet. "Wow," whispered Fenn. "It's like walking in a dream." But suddenly, the path narrowed, and a riddle stone appeared in the middle, blocking their way. Its voice boomed. "To pass, you must each share a secret that is true and kind." Lira stepped forward. "I once shared my lunch with a stranger fox who was hungry, even though I had little myself. That was true kindness." Cyril said quietly, "I helped a lost fawn find its mother, even when it delayed my duties. That was my secret." Fenn giggled nervously. I helped a baby bird back to its nest after it fell, and I promised I wouldn't to tell anyone, but here I am." The riddle stone shivered and rolled aside, letting them continue. They trotted on, hearts light, feeling proud. Night. Deep stars sparkled like diamonds above, and the three friends finally heard the soft gurgle of the silver stream in the distance. Its waters shimmered like liquid moonlight, and it sang a song of wishes. "We made it," whispered Fenn, almost in tears. But as they approached, a shadow loomed, a giant guardian serpent, scales glittering, eyes glowing. "Who dares approach the silver stream?" it hissed. Cyril stepped forward bravely. "We come with hearts pure and kind. We only wish to make the world brighter, to spread joy and laughter." The serpent's eyes softened. "Many come seeking selfish gain. Few come with true hearts. Prove your kindness by helping one another cross the stream." Together, the centaurs joined hooves, tails, and strength. Cyril carried Fenn on his back across slippery stones. Lira leaped from rock to rock, holding Fenn's tiny hands so he wouldn't fall. Even the serpent lowered its head to guide them safely. At last, all three reached the center of the silver stream, where the water glowed brighter than ever. "Make your wishes," whispered the stream. Fenn whispered, "I wish for all children to have happy dreams tonight." Lira whispered, "I wish for courage for those who feel afraid." Cyril whispered, "I wish for kindness to grow in every heart." The stream shimmered and sparkled, sending silver ripples of magic across the land. The stars twinkled brighter, the winds sang, and even the trees seemed to nod in approval. And as the three centaurs lay down under the starlit sky, hearts full and dreams ahead, they realized that the true magic wasn't in the stream, it was in their friendship, bravery, and the love they carried in their hearts. That night, the valley was quiet, the moon smiling down, and the centaurs drifted into sleep, knowing that magical adventures could happen any time, as long as hearts were pure, kind, and brave. And somewhere in the shadows, flickered the firefly winked, ready for the next adventure.